Welcome to Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm your host, Jacqueline Journey. We are here at the Palm Beach International Boat Show with over $1.2 billion worth of boats and accessories. Everything from 8-foot inflatables to 300-foot mega yachts. Let's head out and take a look. You're tuned into Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm here with Jason Duggan of the Q Motor Yacht. This is a pretty spectacular yacht.
This is something very special. So this is a Sunseeker. It's 47.5 meters long. In feet, it's 155 feet, around 9 meters in beam. It's a tri-deck. It has 3 decks. It's around 5-6 years old, 2016 build. But I'm going to take you on this journey and show you around this boat.
Footnote, next time that you join a super yacht tour, no shoes. Thank you. Gorgeous.
So this is the main salon. This is the main deck of the boat, and this is where the guests come on board. The boat really is in sort of several zones, and we're going to go through each zone. On this particular boat, you have all the accommodation forward and the master stateroom, which you're just it'll blow your mind. This is the forward part of the main deck. The master suite we'll go into in a minute, and these are the 2 VIP guests. So really your best friends would go here. There are identical cabins. There are floor-to-ceiling glass windows. Every bedroom is just outfitted to the highest standard. Everything from this point forward is where the owner of the yacht, he would live and reside with his wife and partner.
You got to see this, his and hers adjoining bathrooms, of course.
This boat is private. It could be very quickly turned, and it has been before, a charter boat, where the owner looks at minimizing their operating costs. If they're not using it, it can be used for chartering, for bookings, for other people to use the boat and pay for the boat as charterers. And you can have 12 people, and there's space. I'm going to take you and you see all the space on this boat.
Perfect.
When you talk about geometry of a boat, everyone's asking what length it is. Is it 100 meters? Is it 100 feet? Is it 200 feet? Is it 300 feet? Is it X? Is it 20 meters? 50 meters? It's never the height. It's always 2 things, the length and the volume. And the volume of a boat is generally referred to as, it's in a tonnage figure, it's a gross tonnage. This boat is 495 gross ton. And for the size of boat at 155 feet, you get a lot of volume in this boat. In comparison to other boats that may be newer, more stylish or modern, sports-like, this boat has very nice lines from the exterior. It's a tri-deck. Speed-wise, this boat has 2 MTU M93s. It's the 4000 series, which gives the boat very good economical cruising at around 15 knots. But this boat can do 22 knots. Now, a boat that's nearly 50 meters, 155, 160 feet, that is some speed.
You can have all kinds of fun on this yacht.
Throw pillows everywhere. I don't know where you can put pillows, but you can imagine the experience. You've got all the windows open, the air is coming through, and again, you have these fully retractable doors.
We're here in the bridge with Captain Brooke. This is pretty impressive.
Thanks.
And I feel like I should be playing a video game with the joysticks and the...
Yeah, you're kind of like running a little starship here.
If the main controls on the helm were to fail, this here is a secondary emergency helm station. So you would have controls of the boat from here. You'd have people on the bow of the boat. It's just an emergency feature. This is sort of the machinery compartment, the heart, the engine room. This is where all the equipment is that keeps the electricity, the water running. So please come through. What you will see is it's absolutely spotless. There's no oil drips, and John, the owner, keeps this. You could probably eat off the floor.
This way or this way?
Yep, this way.
Oh, wow. Check this out.
So what we have here is a 6.5 meter tender. This is deployed on this monorail, and it goes out. There is a door here that opens up, and this tender will be taken all the way out, deployed, put into the water, and it's a bit of fun. So this is the engine room. This is the heart of the boat. What I'd like to do is introduce you to the captain here, Brooke, who's going to take you around the engine. You'll understand a bit more about the machinery, the propulsion, the endurance, the power of the boat. So please come through.
Perfect, thank you. So this engine room is spotless, Brooke. I mean, this must be quite a vessel.
Thanks very much.
To captain.
We have huge engines for this size of vessel. We've got about 8,000 horsepower here, 2 MTU 4000 series, as well as the 2 generators outboard of that. We also have an emergency generator on main deck, which you don't typically find on yachts of this size, usually on larger vessels. So this one has actually been very well equipped.
So what's happening right here?
Sure. So these are the local controls for the main engines. If you think of the engine room and you think of a yacht in general, you've got a small city, basically, in a confined space. You've got black water, gray water, you've got engine propulsion, electrical generation, you've got multiple different types of electricity, 12 volt, 24 volt, 220, 110, and so you're trying to manage all these systems in a small area. This is it right here. This is, as previously stated, this is the heart of the vessel, really.
Every boat needs a bar. So, Jackie, what's it going to be? Dom Perignon? Veuve Clicquot?
Dom, of course.
Okay, absolutely.
Every super yacht needs a fantastic bar. This is gorgeous. When you've got a super yacht, it is all about entertaining.
Absolutely.
And there are so many places where you could have a fabulous party here.
There are 3 locations on this boat. There's a few others, but of main dining areas. When the weather's nice, you don't really want to be inside. So you can sit 12 people here. You can have full dining. The crew will look after you. And you've got the environment, the atmosphere is beautiful.
Next stop, the party deck.
Please, after you. So Jackie, could I interest you to buy the boat? You enjoy it? You think it's nice?
Perhaps. What's the price tag now?
The boat is for sale at $24.75 million.
For that one, I might want to talk to my husband first
Okay,
before
okay.
I commit to that.
But this is the party deck. This is where you relax. This is the upper deck. This is where you take in the sun. You can enjoy with friends. There's a bar, there's a jacuzzi pool at the front with sun lounge pads. This is where you enjoy the sun.
Spectacular. Well, I'm exhausted from all this yacht touring, so this is the perfect place to put up our feet and enjoy the gorgeous Palm Beach weather. I feel right at home. We're here on the Motor Yacht Q with its owner, John Staluppi. Thanks so much for hosting us. This yacht is incredible.
Thank you.
I mean, just gorgeous. My first question, though, is why all the James Bond names? I love it, but is there a particular reason why
Yes,
you
there
like
is.
to name all your yachts after James
So all
Bond?
my boats have always been named after James Bond. And the reason I do that because my boats are always exciting and a little different than the average boat. I don't want to name it like Love Story, so at least James Bond is exciting, the people are exciting, the trick gadgets that they have on are exciting, so that's been the reason for the James Bond names. And you know what? Kind of nice because people would come by sometimes and say, I wonder if Sean Connery's on the boat, or I wonder if this guy's on the boat, or I wonder if this one's on the boat, you know, and really nice.
It does have an air of mystery about it, and
Yes.
it does seem like it's going to be exciting before you even get there. Very clever.
Absolutely.
So is there a particular reason you named this one Q? A lot
Because
of gadgets, or?
I'll tell you why, the new James Bond movie was No Time to Die. And I wasn't gonna name a boat No Time to Die. Because there really ain't no time to die. So, I was trying to think about changing the name a little bit, so then we thought about Q, because Q makes all the crazy gadgets and stuff, and so we says, Q. Everybody knows who he is. So that's why we named it Q.
Perfect. And how long have you had this yacht?
This yacht we have about 8 months now, maybe a little longer.
And I know generally you go by meters and volume and those kinds of things, but for people who don't know a lot about yachts, about how many square feet is it? How long is it?
So this boat is 155 feet long and it's about 26 feet wide. In comparison to a home, because of the different levels, it's probably somewhere around 4,000 square feet. This boat is pretty cool. When you first walk on it, it's surprising. You don't realize it's as big as it is. You know, I built the fastest yachts in the world. And up to this day, no one ever went faster than me for the size of the boat. Now, you can have a small boat and go fast. I built a boat which had 21,000 horsepower. and the boat was 142 feet, and the boat did 70 knots. We never got it to 70 knots. The most we went was 68 knots. As soon as you got above 68 knots, the boat would actually spin out like a wave run. I don't know if you ever rode a wave run and it throws you up. And I would scream, hold on. People would be floating around the boat like bowling pins, you know, and I used to tell everybody, sit down, hang on. You know, my wife enjoys it because she's into all these dishes and dish towels and special knives and forks and cups. And if it was up to me, I'd give them paper dishes. Listen, I'm inviting you on my boat. You're lucky I'm inviting you. This yacht is pretty economical, but one of my yachts that I owned burned 1,200 gallons an hour. And, you know, sometimes friends would come in and say, let me grab the fuel. And I says, it'll melt your credit card. You do not want to pay for this fuel. You know, you take the amount of fuel, 20,000 gallons, and you take how long, if we go on a 10-hour trip, so you burn 10, 12,000 gallons again. It's a lot of money.
Absolutely. I
And
mean,
that would
it.
melt your credit card, and you will not be a happy camper.